Spring is here again, and we have a lot of anime flooding in this season. Isekai, shonen, rom-coms, and even harem. Chill! There's a lot to pick from this spring. There's a lot to go through, but I'm going to be showing you anime that I think you most definitely will fall in love with. It's a new season, and thankfully, we about to start the video. So, without further ado, let's get it! Number 1, Roth's Season 2, Isekai. Let's get straight down to it. First on our list is the very well-known returning anime, Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. I'm sure everyone who watched the first season of this anime loved it because the anime took us by storm back then. 4 normies are sent to a new realm and granted the title of heroes, but one of them meets the worst luck when he receives the shield. He's handed the shield that everyone in that world despises, so they make his life a living hell from the moment he arrives. Low-key, this man was getting hoes and they switched up on him. I can't trust these little bitches. However, my boy Nefumi switched up his status and gave all of them the middle finger as he rose to become the most powerful hero in the franchise. The anime's second season picked up where the first one left off, with Nefumi maintaining his newly established status quo. Number 2, Comey Can't Communicate. Slice of life / romantic comedy. Many of us have social anxiety at some point in our lives, and this anime depicts a 15-year-old character who is trying to make friends but finds it very difficult to do so. She makes her first friend, Tadano, who sits next to her in class and offers to assist her in making friends after seeing how awkward she can be. The first episode of the show sees these two high school kids communicate with each other on a blackboard, and they set a goal of making 100 friends. Can you believe that? Bruh, I can't even make 2 friends. Nah, that's cap, but y'all feel me. In elementary school, mans weren't really too kind to those watching anime. I don't know about y'all high school bullies, but my elementary and high school bullies look like Baki. These niggas was hitting me hard. Anyway, this anime has some excellent animation, and while some may consider it to be a fantastic comedy anime show, I believe it is simply another gag comedy rammed down our throats with some waifus in the midst. Even though I feel that way, I know that this anime was amusing, and that the second season will provide even more entertainment as new characters emerge and fit into this slice of life. Number 3, Bubble. No, not that Bubble. I'm not talking about no Trailer Park Boys. Now, I wouldn't generally add an anime film to the list, and I certainly wouldn't have planned to do so when it was initially announced a month ago, but Netflix shocked me on this one. We've seen a few of the anime that Netflix has aired, and while a couple of them were truly good, if y'all know, and worth watching, most of them were terrible. Netflix simply took something good, such as a manga, and turned it into a perverted anime adaptation. But I'm not here to talk about Netflix's failures in anime production. I'm here to tell you that Bubble has some of the best animation I've ever seen. This one's plot and storyline are actually killer, and I must say they did a good job this time. The movie follows Hibiki, a young man whose life is saved by the mysterious Yuta, a blue-haired girl whose ability surprisingly matches his own. If you enjoy parkour and sci-fi movies, you should definitely check this one out. Number 4, Aoshi. Sports. Of course, this season has its fair share of sports anime, but there's one in particular that piqued my interest, Aoshi. When was the last time we saw a good soccer anime? If you ask me, it's been a while. We've seen anime like Inazuma 11 and Captain Tsubasa before, but we've never seen a soccer-themed anime that is so pure and grounded in reality. Now, the out-of-tune and overpowered moves seen in other soccer anime, where it just feels like another shonen wrapped up on the sports field, that isn't the case here. Aoshi provides us with realistic soccer. We have a protagonist who is completely nuanced on his own. Ishido Aoe is an average hothead soccer player. I say average because we learned that Ishito isn't very skilled at the game, but he has great squad chemistry with his seemingly inept teammates, who struggle with skills and the ability to win games. We learned in the first episode that Ishito will not take shit from anyone, not even his mom, especially if it means attacking his teammates. If you enjoy anime that depicts character development and goal setting, you should definitely check out this one. Number 5, Tomodachi Game. psychological thriller / mystery. If you like Darwin's Game, then you should definitely check out Tomodachi Game. This anime is just another game in which unsuspecting high school students are forced to put something on the line to win. Unlike in Darwin's Game, their lives are not at stake here. They are instead forced to gamble with money they do not have. Isn't that strange? This anime has a much larger plot, and if you're a fan of the Among Us series, you should definitely watch it. Friendships are tested throughout the game, and you never know who will choose to be an imposter as the show progresses. Hey! He's the imposter. He's the imposter. This anime has consistent animation and a high quality production team behind it. I would definitely include it on my list of spring anime. Number 6, Love After World Domination. Romantic comedy / superhero fiction. This reminds me a lot of the Power Rangers. Crazy? I don't think so. Have you seen the costumes in this anime? If that wasn't an anime version of the Power Rangers, I'm not sure what is. In this anime, a love story blooms between the leader of the heroic organization and the leader of the villainous organization. It's kind of like Romeo and Juliet on steroids. They are sworn enemies in public, but in private, they are the most lovey-dovey couple I've ever seen on TV. This one's comedy is pure and fits the story perfectly, but there's no actual storyline because it is much more focused on romance. If you're looking for another rom-com anime to watch, I highly suggest you sit back and watch this one. Number 7, Shigimori's Not Just a Cutie, romantic comedy. Shigimori's Not Just a Cutie is another enjoyable rom-com on our list. This one, like My Dress-Up Darling, gives us another crazy waifu. Shigimori is the ideal girlfriend that every weeb desires. She's cute, sweet, entertaining, but she has a dark side. Join the Force! Join the Sith! That I think every guy would enjoy seeing. We all have overprotective partners in our relationships, and most of the time it's the guy doing the protecting. But not in Shigimori's case. Izumi is a clumsy boy with a cool pink-haired girlfriend who is always looking out for him. And although the anime hasn't really gotten off to the greatest start, Shigimori could easily take the top spot in the best rom-com of 2022 by the end of the year. Number 8, The Executioner and Her Way of Life, Isekai. Since the year 2022 started, we've been getting an endless stream of new isekai anime, and The Executioner and Her Way of Life is one of the most memorable ones from the isekai genre. I had a great time watching this one. After watching the first 3 episodes of The Executioner, you'd be hooked. We get a main character who is transported to this new world after being summoned by the king for a remarkable power he possesses, but he is then thrown out of the castle when they discover he lacks what they require. Now, I would have mentioned the name of our main character, or at least the person we thought was the main character at first, but I'd rather not because we learn later on that he doesn't make it past the first episode. Instead, we have this executioner, Minoi, who is very skilled at tricking other characters, and even the audience in order to kill every lost one summoned to this new world. When we see ecchi scenes in this anime, we notice subtle hints of fan service. But it's not a big deal because these scenes, like the rest, are tasteful. In my opinion, it's a very good isekai show that you should definitely watch. Number 9, Kaguya-sama wa Kokoretsutai, ultra romantic. Romantic comedy / slice of life. Kaguya-sama is the anime that truly deserves to be called a masterpiece. We've seen the first 2 seasons, and now we get to see the third, which is just as funny as entertaining as the previous ones. Every member of the student council has a story to tell in this anime, in addition to Kaguya and Miyuki's romantic battle for love confession. We have comical characters such as Ishigami, Fujiwara, Hayasaka, and the new character introduced in the second season, Miko Lino. Together, these characters make each episode wholesome and worth watching. I don't think I need to present this in the form of a pie because you've probably seen the previous seasons, so enjoy this one as well. Number 10, last but definitely not least, Spy X Family, comedy / action fiction. There's comedy, mischief, action, espionage, and much more comedy in this anime. Spy X Family is at the top of our list because it belongs there. This long-awaited anime adaptation is finally here, and it feels better animated than it did with the manga. The charts on this one are insane, with it already ranking in the top 5 on my anime list, and many other sites. Manga sales increased when the anime debuted. It turns out that some of you had never heard of the spectacular manga until now. They've put together a spy, an assassin, and an esper to form this impromptu family so that Agent Twilight can infiltrate an elite private school and prevent the nation's enemies from hatching a plot against them. The Forger family is hilarious, and Anya is gaining more popularity by the minute. Anya, the orphan child Esper, picked up by Twilight, is a major reason to watch the show, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed. It's impossible to be let down by this show. The ratings speak for itself. And that concludes our 2022 spring anime list. There are a few anime that didn't make the cut for our top 10, but I like to recommend them to those of you who are still looking for more outstanding spring anime. Dance Dance Dansu, Summertime Rendering, Tiger and Bunny Season 2, Date Alive 4, and Kingdom Season 4 are all worth seeing. If you're interested in reviews of any of these anime, let us know which ones you'd want to see more of in the comment section below. Please remember to like and share this video if you enjoyed it. And lastly, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video. Until next time, peace.